you can't give us money, you can't purchase a laptop from us unless you call that dude a woman. Best Buy, what the heck is going on here? I won't be shopping there anymore if this is the case.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to react to this video that was posted, recently went viral. It's a customer going into Best Buy and apparently there's some misgendering going on. So an employee of Best Buy, I'm assuming identifies as transgender, and the customer simply says, "Thank you, sir." So let's take a look.
I want to speak with a different manager because you're not going to sell me a laptop because I'm not going to call. I just said, I said, "Thank you, sir," because he was going to get me a laptop that I was going to purchase, right?
Yeah.
And then he turned around and said, "I'm not going to sell you a laptop unless you call me a ma'am."
Okay.
And then you said that I wasn't able to even buy the laptop if I'm not going to be respectful. I just said, "Thank you, sir." That's a ma'am.
Yep.
And I said, "Thank you, sir, for getting me a laptop."
If you're
So-
willing to just... Hey,
No, I'm
it
not
was a
willing
mistake,
to.
that's
Hey,
fine.
I'm not going to say it's a mistake. Listen, I'm not going to play those games with you today.
Okay.
I'm here to purchase a laptop.
If you can't just admit a
saying?
mistake, like
It's not a mistake. I didn't make a mistake. That's it. You're going to grab me a laptop, man. Now, either if you're going to help me, then fine. Otherwise, just get me a different store employee even that is willing to just get the laptop for me so I can buy it, please. I didn't make a mistake.
Well, me personally, I will walk straight out of there and never go back. That is absolutely, I mean, I just no words. So he's being polite and says, "Thank you, sir." And now this manager or whatever he's supposed to be is telling the customer, who is supposed to be always right, by the way, that he made a mistake. And if he acknowledges, or if he goes along with it and says, you know, that this is a woman and I should have said ma'am, then he can have the laptop? Absolutely not. It's like holding the laptop to ransom based on whether this customer bows to gender ideology. Absolutely not. I would never give this store 1 penny of my money or 1 cent. Wow. A mistake. Even if it was a female employee and for whatever reason, a customer mistook the female employee for a man and said, "Sir," they wouldn't even do this for the female employee and say, "Oh, you made a mistake. This is actually a woman. I think, you know, you may have offended her," you know, if she was offended. They wouldn't even do this for a real woman.
I didn't make a mistake, sir. I'm not doing this today.
Realistically.
Do you feel good recording this too?
Yeah, I am going to record it because I want to have it on video. I just feel
If this was not on video, people just wouldn't believe it. Well, I guess today people would, but I'm so glad he's recording this. This is still going on. And it is unbelievable that a professional, you know, a place of business is treating a customer this way because of what? Gender ideology.
like it. She has pronouns. It's a man.
What the heck is that all about? I mean, he tries to buy a laptop, says, "Thank you, sir." And then we've got all this going on. And they're trying, Best Buy is trying to say, you can't give us money, you can't purchase a laptop from us unless you call that dude a woman. Best Buy, what the heck is going on here? I won't be shopping there anymore if this is the case.
So I wouldn't want to boycott my local Best Buy because the people in there are lovely and it's not a reflection on them. But the organization needs to address this. Are you going to compel customers to speak a certain way, or you're not going to sell them things? Like, seriously, the organization from the head office needs to address this. Otherwise, yeah, people are going to boycott and say, "I'm not going to shop there," because this is ridiculous. Corporate needs to intervene and explain itself because this is unacceptable. A professional setting, a place of business where people are spending a lot of money. This is a case of an employee letting it affect their work. And apparently the management is backing this employee in bringing, you know, their beliefs and their ideology into the workplace and allowing it to affect their work. You know, that's unacceptable. There's a part 2. Let's see what happens here.
Do they have cojones? Do they have testicles? Yes or no?
Educate yourself.
Okay, don't need to educate myself on someone who's an actual man. And I
Okay, so this is a female, I'm assuming. And again, it's a matter of either another employee or management backing their colleague and saying that it's the customer who's wrong, because the customer is not going to pretend that this person is a woman. And it doesn't even sound like this was done deliberately. It sounds like, the customer was just being polite, but because the pronouns were used that, the employee didn't like, they're punishing the customer now.
said, thank you, sir. I was completely polite, and
Your tone really changed when you have your camera out.
that is not true at all. Then break out the other cameras. I'm literally coming to buy a laptop and have to deal with childish behavior. You have the ability to make a baby. That is a man, and I'm going to say thank you, sir. You are outside of your mind. What's that?
I'm willing to get you your laptop. I will personally help you out today.
Thank you.
I ask that you stop recording.
Hey, I have the right to record. I will stop recording, and that is fine. All I came here was for a laptop. That is it. And the other gentleman was kindly getting a laptop for me, and I said, thank you, sir. And you guys didn't want my business because of that.
I'm willing to help you. No more recording.
Hey,
The other employee
the thing is I'm going to record if I'd like to. I will turn the recorder off just because I'm just came here for a laptop, not for a bunch of nonsense and silly business. So I'm going to pause it now. We're going to purchase this. I'm going to get out of the store. And thank you for helping me today. Just like I was telling this other person, thank you, sir. That is it.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. You have a good day.
Absolutely disgusting. I would not give them 1 cent of my money. But, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. He needs his laptop. But what an appalling way to treat a customer. Over what? Because they're acknowledging that this person is a man. Well, guess what? We have eyes, and that's what's going to happen. So unless Best Buy are willing to do this to every customer that calls this person sir, then, great way to go out of business. A great way to go out of business. Now, I wonder what state this is in. I'm curious to see what state this is in, because, this isn't going to fly in certain states anymore. It really isn't. So I'm assuming this is in, some ridiculously woke state for this even to be entertained. Something has to be put in place where you say, this is how you identify. It's a free country, but don't bring it to the workplace. Don't bring it to the workplace. And the reality is, some people are willing to go along with it and say miss or ma'am or whatever. Some people won't even know that you're identifying as a woman. They're just going to take one look at you. And others are going to refuse to go along with it. People who subscribe to this are going to have to accept that not everybody's going to go along with it. And to put that expectation on people is absolutely unreasonable. So yes, I'm glad this was recorded, because these companies that do this to customers need to be exposed and need to be held accountable. That guy was not abusive. He was not harassing the employee, although they'll call it that, using the so-called wrong pronoun. They call it harassment. They even call it violence. People are sick of it. People are absolutely sick of it. I can't believe this is still going on. This isn't 2020, for goodness sake. Well, that's a violation of civil rights, the First Amendment. And if the manager went along with this violation, that makes it a conspiracy against rights, 18 US Code 241. This is no joke. Stop putting up with people and corporations that violate your rights. Learn your rights, learn the law. No one is above the law. I just cancelled my Best Buy Total Tech membership, which I've had for many years. Go woke, go broke. Goodbye, Best Buy.
I'm just calling it now that Best Buy will be out of business in the next 3 to 4 years. It's got to be the worst in-person retailer I've ever seen. Every single time I go, the last 5 times, nothing's in stock. A simple iPhone charger cord, not in stock. So it's like you want people to shop in person, but then the in-person stores don't have anything. So yes, I'm going to go to Amazon. I went to go get the brand new Fitbit Air. It came out 3 days ago. It's sold out, which is fine, but you would think they would have gotten more stock considering the demand. And not only that, then I asked when the next shipment's coming in. He said probably a month. So I'm going to wait a month when I can go on Amazon and get the same product in 2 days. Make it make sense, please.
That is outrageous at Best Buy. Since when does your employees' fetish take priority to your customers? Time to Bud Light, Best Buy. You asked for it, you got it. It's your turn now. Thank you for your attention. I would personally like to see Best Buy address this, because what I just saw there was absolutely disgusting for the customer to be treated that way. So as of the recording of this video, I haven't heard anything from Best Buy, no statement. They haven't addressed this viral video. So we shall see. We shall see what Best Buy ends up saying, if they even address it. But that manager, whoever that employee was dead wrong. And they should not have treated the customer that way. The woman arguing with the customer about whether this person should be called a man or a woman. Absolutely ridiculous. Very unprofessional as well, in my opinion. So I don't blame people calling for a boycott. I don't blame people saying they're not going to shop there now, because I certainly wouldn't, put up with that. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, and God willing, I will see you in the next video. And a huge thanks to all of those who have hyped my videos. It is greatly appreciated.